live! Hey everybody, it is Sunday night, it is Atop the Fourth Wall plays Pokemon Infinite Fusion. We're back to the God I Feel Short show as I continue the struggle of not having a proper office chair right here. I was thinking about maybe just moving the other chair over to do this, but like it's a pain in the ass to keep having to switch these chairs out. Speaking of, as you noticed, I'm no longer in the previous comfy chair that I had. Vega has been doing cleaning and switching around a lot of stuff in the house, so we have moved out the comfy chair I had in here because it was not good. It was not conducive doing a lot of stuff, especially because it was tighter. I like to sit on my legs. You'll probably see me swap out at that point to do that. And we brought back this comfy chair from the garage, but it's been sitting out there for like a year or two. So, like, the pleather on it is shedding immensely.
It's shedding more than a person. It's shedding more than a cat.
Yeah, pretty much. So, like, I also believe, especially because I saw it with the webcam when I plugged it back in, I'm pretty sure this is even shorter than the last comfy chair. There was a couple of days where, as you can see, the recliner back here was in place here, which was okay. It afforded me some better room, but also it's a bigger chair in general, so it's difficult getting in and out.
You know what we need to do is make like a timeline of like week 1, where it's you on the chair last week. Week 2, you're a little shorter on this chair, and like week 7, you're just not on camera.
I'm like tiny. I'm down here below the table, just literally like, hey. So yeah, as soon as I get paid again, I am probably going to finally invest money and just buy another 24-hour chair. I don't like making a huge like $300-400 investment on these kind of things because it is expensive. But like, I need an office chair. This is intolerable. not just the height issue, because like the table is at here. My armrests are down here. It's not comfortable trying to write and do stuff on here. And just like I need a prop. I will say this: what is nice about having the comfy chairs in here is that like I can actually watch stuff on my computer and be more comfortable because I can actually lean back properly. The office chairs are not designed to do a lot of lean back. I can do some, but not a lot. So like if I just want to chill and watch like an old TFS gaming or an Alpha Rad video or something, it's much more comfortable to do that. Like just chilling here than it was with the office chair. Yeah, 24-hour chairs are well worth the investment. What kind of chair only lasts for 24 hours? That's good. I like that. Joining me this evening, just by a lazy boy. Then that is a lazy boy, and that is the one that's actually been in a living room. You might recall this chair as being the one I did the old April Fool's Day video for this when I did the Cinema Snob Frankenstein meets the Space Monster video on. That was the chair I used for that. We have since switched couches, so that one no longer matches the couch, and we've been talking about moving it out because even then, with the way our living room is set up, it was not conducive to having the recliner there. So yeah, I've swapped out. We brought that one down. We moved the other comfy chair up to I think the library. So like, musical chairs here as we move everything around. Danny Fenlon, the Fallout series is amazing. I would give it 10 out of 10, but there's a sheer lack of Georgie LaForgie, so unfortunately that rating is now 0. So yeah, no spoilers for the Fallout series, obviously, because we don't do spoilers for any shows. But yeah, I have not watched it all. I've heard good things, and we actually have quite a few people, so I should properly introduce. Joining us this evening, we got Lotus Prince.
Good evening.
We have Minspy.
I'm always here.
We have Eliza.
I'm here.
We have Jesus Christ himself, RN Jesus.
Greetings, my disciples.
And we got Xandru.
Hello, everybody. I'm somehow here.
Haha. So yeah, we're going to have some fun this evening. We're going to play some Infinite Fusions. We have defeated Blaine last week, the psychic-type master.
He burned us with... He burned us with his pyrokinesis.
Did you know that psychic is weak to water?
Yeah, it was amazing. I'll
We
burn you
surely
with my
beat
psychic
David
power.
Blaine last week.
Well, it's kind of hard to think when you're drowning. That's what they call water on the brain.
Oh. That surprisingly makes sense.
All right, and now we are going to do the Sevy Islands side quest.
Time for Zapmalkuno.
Yep, Zap to Kuno. Now this is gonna be a tricky one because of the fact that it's a triple fusion and it's level 50. Now the good news is we're a little over leveled for that.
I like overleveled. Overleveled is good.
So we're in better shape than Kieran and Grant were, but still be aware, like even almost 10 levels higher than where we should be at the Cinnabar Island gym, we were still getting our asses kicked a little bit, and it was tough and it was close. We might have lost some people.
Also, it could be randomized to any other triple fusion.
Hence, once we get to that point, I'm just declaring it here. Nuzlocke rules suspended for that fight. If we wipe there, we're still having the same team because it's really unfair. It's really unfair, hard fight where they get 3 attacks and we get 1.
Yes.
Also, Clockwork Soul says, managed to catch up from last week's stream, was out for a concert, but glad to know Blame the Pyrokinetic is taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, I'm thinking of that one scene from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged movie. It's simple. First you say goes, then I go, and then Jada goes, then I go, then Yugi goes, then I go. Sounds simple, right?
To be fair, that is actually a fair way to do that battle. It's
Angrily,
also an unfair way to do that battle.
Nash is in the chat right now. Radio Dead Air Tech. I'm not sure why. I don't think I'm that angry. Now, Angie more like because I'm shorter.
You got a short fuse. Got it.
No, it can't. Zap Molkuno. Triple fusions aren't randomized. Oh well, we will see. But even then, I remember Grant and Kieran's excursion into Zap Molkuno. They went through like 2 or 3 teams, just trying to figure out strategies to beat it. I mean, they don't do a Nuzlocke for it. So, but they had to do it multiple times because it was just that difficult. And mind you, they were also a little under-leveled.
Yeah.
Friendly tip, treat it as a 3v1 battle. Rock moves of your friends, each one retains the same type as their components. Oh, yes. And that's how I think they ultimately beat it, using rock type. Do we have any rock type moves?
Not that I recall.
I'm just running
we
through right
did.
now. Now, I think Bonesaw, despite the ground and dragon, is still going to be useful with that super-powered double edge. Does anyone have any rock moves? I don't think anyone has rock type attacks. Yeah, we would have to bust one of those out. Do we have rock slide? We have rock tomb. Rock slide would be better.
Please check the T where to find it.
Yeah, we only have rock tomb, which not the worst, but it's not great. Fortunately, most of the team can learn it. Ground negate Zapdos, but I think they still have flying type on them.
I think so.
Yep.
I think that's
Either it is
fire and electric type.
Yeah, it is a fire,
It is a quad type.
electric, ice type.
What do you think the next storyline stream will be? Probably for a while. I would like to do another storyline stream, but I want to get in contact with Will. I've been busy. He's been busy. So we'll figure that out. Articuno will kill Bonesaw with 1 ice beam. Yeah, I know. But we gotta work. We gotta work with what we got. Like I said, though, we ain't wiping. I refuse. The battle is so unfair. I refuse to have our team be undone because of the game's unfairness. So Nuzlocke rules suspended for that fight.
When me and Lil were doing this on our stream, we didn't suspend the Nuzlocke rules, and we had our Pokemon like in the level 70s, and we still wiped.
Oof.
The pass is sold out everywhere. Not my problem. No one gets on the Sea Gallop unless they got the pass. Yo, do you have a Sea Gallop pass? Give it to me. Hope you're useless and loaded. You don't want to help. No convincing anyone. Let's not waste our energy on this. Come on, let's just make a run for the boat. Oh no! They're just running for the boat! And certainly no one could just, like, not take you. Benjamin Hall
says, have you read any of the Energon Universe titles from Image? Also, when will you fully review the Target lamp?
What are you talking about? I've reviewed the target lamp like 3 times now.
I know, like...
I have not read any of the Energon universe because I'm not really a big Transformers fan.
Though I gotta say, that lamp review, it was beautiful. I think the reason why we demand the lamp review so much every time is because it just brightens up our day.
Fun fact, if you skip those guys and go ahead, you can do the whole fight and they will then steal the boat anyway and not return it. Saw someone soft lock it once. Oh, jeez. Chaos Nightmare, so I know you don't like evil Superman plots, but what do you think of the idea of an Earth 3 Injustice? I haven't played Injustice, so I couldn't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Where Cinnabar scientists often make a wildlife service. Also has the last known nesting area of a rare Pokemon called Moltres. I believe this is what they're after. If Team Rocket goes and disturbs Moltres, I don't want to think about what might happen if they do that. Usually I take the Sea Gallop to Nod Island to go there, but there might be another way. If you surf from this harbor, you might be able to reach the volcano. However, this isn't a path that's normally taken without a boat. There are strong currents that make it very dangerous, so you'll have to be careful. Just continue due south from this here. When you see the water become bright blue, it means that Mount Ember is nearby. You can't miss it. Now, what I don't understand is why the devs of this game decided to add in the currents.
Just
to make a water-based maze.
I mean, it feels like it just adds on a bunch of unnecessary headache for this whole for this little quest. And now, admittedly, someone mentioned it's not really a side quest, and they are correct because it's that central story stuff. It just seems weird to me.
Well, technically, the currents are in Fire Red and Leaf Green, but only on a few of the Sevy Islands.
Indeed, you can't really surf to the Sevy Islands. It's just the it's just like it's an odd addition to me.
Chaos Star, remember, this is a new era. Oh yeah, this is a new area.
I know, but we're only encountering Pawniards so far.
Yeah, I think this area only has Tentacool and Tentacool.
That reminds me, did we stock up on repels? Jesus.
Ah!
Paleon!
Oh, nice.
It's a pal!
Fantastic.
Did I stock up on repels? Because we're probably going to want those.
Probably a good idea.
If we didn't, let's go back and get some. Big powder, poison sunstone, big mushroom, super repels. Should probably get some more, but I think we'll be fine.
Also, I think the reason they did that was because, like, they wanted, like, fun stuff, challenges and whatnot.
Sure, and I appreciate a challenge, but the thing is, just like, this is game design kind of thing in my head here. Just like it's not a fun maze to go through. It's not. It feels like it's more trouble than it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It could also be to help them separate themselves from Nintendo and say that this is still just a fan project. They're not copying them one-to-one.
Certainly, but that's when has that ever stopped? Nintendo and whatnot.
Me and Will got lost here.
Wait, perfect time to say it. I am so lost.
I am so lost. I still love that that bit.
Oh my gosh, it's so great that a friend of mine did a Streamloo card of that sound effect. It's a fun one.
Okay, so we got down here.
Chaos Nightmare. So philosophical question: if your existence is
dependent on your time traveling to make sure your parents can meet or get together, should you exist? That's what's called a predestination paradox, where time travel is built into the loop, where you have to do that in order for it to occur at all. Effect precedes cause.
Just ask Philip J. Fry.
You did the nasty and the pasty.
I don't want it. My brain hurts.
Okay, I was exploring the edge of this right now. It's not even a hard maze, but like I'm exploring it right now, just trying to figure out the correct way to go.
Yeah, but I've gotten lost in less complicated mazes.
That goes that way. And we're just running through the repels already. We may have to fly back and buy some more.
Wait, I think I know why they did this. They wanted people to say that this particular part of the game was amazing.
Hey.
I don't get it.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, go down here. No. Okay, so go down here. Go down this way. There we go. There's a clear path here. Grab some item. Hey, a dragon scale.
I wish.
The car was on a dragon scale, and that's what started Dragon Tales.
I'll stop now.
But yeah, should you exist? Logically, no. If we assume the time is a linear progression of cause to effect, but truth be told, it is, you know, at least in this scenario, it is wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
I'm gonna say yes, just to mess with people.
That goes up. I think that will not put us where we want to go.
I'm going to say my gut tells me maybe.
Let's put us right back here. Which is not helpful. Okay, wait, I see it. We go here. There we go. Go down.
I've been watching a lot of Futurama lately.
And yeah, I know we can get like we're supposed to get like a new encounter here, but truth be told, we just run into Pawniards. Ah, the neutral response. I hate those filthy neutrals, Kif. With enemies, you know where you stand. With neutrals, they can do anything. No, it's not that area.
It is a very clever
Left,
comedic.
up, down.
Very cleverly comedic in that regard.
Fan Story Video Studio says, I've seen it posited that a stable time loop with no clear beginning or end would be the only possible result if time travel existed.
Quite possibly. Left,
Yeah, because you'd have to get to the point where you time traveled.
up, down. Yeah, giving tips on stream is very hard. Okay, so let's make this easier on us. Where do I proceed from this island?
All right, let's see what we got to do.
Did the neutrals build Neutro?
Ooh.
I'm looking at the map.
Even the whale maids and star topics is just annoying. Getting into a philosophical here, anyone familiar with solipsism? I've heard the term. I'm just suddenly like forgetting. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start.
Dang it! I was gonna say something about that, but there you go.
Ah, good. All my Nuzlocke has multiple lives now.
Yeah, I was going to say 30 lives.
All right, Light the Shadow Reaper, you can be our guide. Backtrack to where you went north to the next section of water. I'll let you, but you can guide from there. Back to where you went north to the next section of water. All right. To the north section of water.
Oh, I can understand where you need to go.
I'm assuming the north section of water is this one I'm going to right here.
Yes.
All right, so where do we proceed from here?
Looking at the map. Give me a second.
It's all good. I'm letting the chat help us out here. I'm letting Light the Shadow Reaper be our guide.
Okay. Here's what you need to do.
Well, I just said I'm letting Light the Shadow Reaper be our guide. But don't worry, keep the map on hand because we'll probably need it. Because I really appreciate the help. Write down, ride the current north. I appreciate the help, but like realistically, like try to direct someone from this is difficult. Okay, write down, ride the current north, which I think is here, and there is a path down, but I think there's nothing there we can go to. But yeah,
Go to the furthest to the left.
oh, that's not a connecting, so this is a different one over here?
Yes. It's the path you need to get out.
There we go, okay. Feels like the super repels are wearing off much faster than they normally would.
A path is to the left.
That's because it
That's
They're getting walked
left.
off by the water.
It counts the currents as steps.
Here we go. Got the shallow water here.
Which I think is dumb that it counts the currents as steps. Because you're not actually stepping.
Yeah, it shouldn't. Here we go. Kindle Road. And up here is Mount Ember, but I'm gonna proceed south to get the whatchamacallit, get the Pokemon Center.
That is a good idea.
I see the
love the
Pokemon
plan.
Center. It's a very unique one because we're in the Sevy Islands now. This pool of water looks pretty deep. Maybe I can get to that by diving in it. You don't say.
Hint, hint, nudge,
Hey,
nudge.
grass.
New area. What the blah?
Vetawhirl. Is Lugia in the game? This strikes me as where its summer home would be. I don't know if Lugia is in the game.
Lugia is in the game.
Nice. Okay, we got a Houndour. We have not caught a Houndour before.
Oh, look, it's Mr. Sim.
It's male, but like, yeah, I mean, we could still call it that.
I didn't check the gender of it.
Jay Ruler, if you want to post your super chat in the regular chat, we'll read it off from there.
I just realized that I have a recliner here in this hotel, in this hospital room.
Nice.
Ah.
Get comfy.
Nice.
So I'm moving from the uncomfortable bed to the comfortable recliner.
Hey. All right, let's take a look at the Houndour sprites. I don't know, I'm kind of liking the default one the most here, unfortunately. I like what they're doing with the idea behind the rest of them, but they're just like, I just don't think they look that great, unfortunately. All right, let's see what we're gonna fuse Houndour with. Someone tell Mistress Doom we got a Houndour. Skiploom, which we've already caught before.
Yeah.
And Pidgeot!
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey, look,
this
it's turned me.
Oh, I have a Flying Doom.
Flying Doom is a good name. Wait a second, RNG Jesus, are you saying that you are also Bird Jesus?
No, I'm saying that is Bird me because him and I share
Bird
the
you,
same
okay.
name,
I
Jesus.
only heard you say it's me.
Jay Ruler says, Linkara, my wife and I recently just watched the first Hellraiser. I've never seen it before, but I love it. Any tips on a good viewing order, or just go in order? And then there's more, but it cuts off. Like, I'm also curious and then there's no more characters.
Curious your
I'm also
favorite
curious your
Hellraiser,
favorite
happy Sunday.
Hellraiser.
Yeah, favorite Hellraiser, happy Sunday. By the way, love DC vs. Marvel. In case you guys have missed it, the Marvel vs. DC vs. Marvel review is out. 50 minutes, enjoy. Otherwise, Bird Doomic is a good name as well.
Bird Doomic is pretty sick.
Let's see. Watch the first Hellraiser. Yeah, you can just watch Hellraiser for in release order. The later ones is where it gets really bad in a few spots. Judgment, I think, is good, but Hellworld and Revelations are the worst, in my opinion. There were some that people will say, oh, all the direct-to-video sequels are bad. They're not.
What's that?
I rage quit after 3. I was done after 3.
Wasn't there one where like a cop was going crazy or something like that?
That is the 5th one.
Okay, I barely remember that one.
It's honestly
By the way,
pretty
Linkara-
decent. It's a decent one, in my opinion.
By the way, to further deal with that question, which is your favorite Hellraiser? Because mine's 2.
I'd say 1 or 2. Yeah, I get why a lot of people like 2, but I feel like I like 1 just a little bit more.
And to be fair, you ought to have seen 1 to get most of 2.
Yeah.
Also, Benjamin Hall says, you heard of the upcoming comic one-shot involving Donald Duck fusing with Old Man Logan? Wolverine would make some sense, but Old Man Logan is weird.
Yeah, that is very weird. All right, we got kind of action-y Pidgeot sprite. I kind of like that one.
I like that one.
Got classic
guess
Gen 1 Pidgeot, which with much shorter hair.
Wow.
I mean, it looks pretty gnarly.
Well, you can either have dark flying or flying fire.
I kind of like this one, though. We'll stick with the remaining sprite.
They both have a final custom evolution.
Also,
right.
Jesse Springer says, what does the Blue Knight of Titan mech look like?
I don't think we ever got far enough along to describe the mech, but I imagine it's just like kind of more Gundam-y. Dune eyebrows Pidgeot. All right.
Mine was Hellflyer.
Death from Above.
Helldiver.
Ooh.
All right, what do we think?
Yeah,
Dark
survival
flying or
one.
flying fire? I'm inclined to say dark flying looks better.
I kind of say dark flying as well. We have enough fire, don't we?
Yeah, I like the elegant look of dark flying.
All right. Silverbolt's also a good one. What was the name I liked that had Doom in the middle of it?
Flying Doom.
Bird Doom.
Bird Doomic.
Bird Doomic, that's it.
We're dooming.
Also, Chaos Star says dark flying is better because it could get Oblivion Wing.
Ah, nice. Although this isn't too terrible for the auto gen sprite.
But it has a final. It's Final Evolution's custom.
Indeed, that's Ed. Speaking hard. This Pokemon has gorgeous glossy feathers. This Pokemon's remarkable teamwork is simply unparalleled.
I would hope so. It is a team.
Tangled Feet, raises
Let me
evasion,
check
bonus,
his
confused, and
stats, let me
Flash
check
Fire.
his
I think
stats.
Flash Fire is better.
Yep.
Plus speed minus special attack, plus attack minus speed.
Its attack and special attack. Its attack and special attack are about the same.
So I'm inclined to go with this one, because it's going to be fast regardless.
Yeah. I would go Jolly because I like things being really fast.
Got Bite, so let's remove Agility.
So if
And Jay Ruler says, Linkara, what's your favorite legendary Pokemon?
Ho-Oh.
All the way
Beat up
back in
is fun.
episode 1 of the anime where none of us knew what it was.
Yep. I was convinced it was Fearow at the time.
I was convinced it was the Pokegod evolution of Fearow.
I always thought it was probably just Moltres, but like a proto form.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was because like eventually I learned what the Pokemon looked like, and I saw episode 1 again, and I'm like, that's not any of these. But I like obviously I didn't know what it was.
Because
What?
yes, I fell for the Pokegod rumors.
Let's Shadow Reaper, no, I have not updated to 6.1.3 yet. I'm still paranoid. We'll probably do it sooner rather than later, but it'll happen eventually. Birdumic.
I'll
They're
give it
doing
to
it
my.
slow stick.
I'll send over my game so you can transplant it on yours.
Yeah. Oh man, I remember Pokegods. I remember Pokegods too. And I
I don't
might
think I ever
I
knew
might be
about any of
hinting at
that.
Pokegods here and there on the show because you know, because of me referencing Pokemon stuff in the show with the Technumina. Every morning before breakfast, I swim around this island.
Anyway, let's fight.
I kind of still wish that some of the Pokegods turned out to be real, because, like,
An evolution of Butterfree, that's kind of cute.
an evolution of Sandslash would be awesome.
Ooh.
There we go.
Hikari, I always consider Dragonite legendary because the first time I saw him in the show, he was bigger than the lighthouse.
It was just a Gigantamax Dragonite.
Believe it or not, that was actually my first the Bill in the Lighthouse was my first episode of Pokemon.
Really?
Yep.
I think mine might have been the one with the little samurai guy where both of them have metapods and they just keep using Harden and both trainers just pass out.
Ah, yes.
Mine was one where the
Super Harden.
Harder, or Metapod.
Yeah, they just stand there.
Mine was the one where they had to try and escape the upside down SSAN.
Okay.
Lucky I was at the tail end of the first part of that episode where they get sunk in the St. Anne. I'm like, what did I walk into?
I only watched the show because it had the same logo as the strange little card that a friend of mine had given me.
The
God, I
very
remember
first episode
what in
that
the
I ever
world?
saw was
Sliggoo and Arbok, that ain't terrible.
it was
Anyway,
Bye-Bye
just-
Butterfree.
Oh,
Oh, that's a sad one to go out on.
Oh yeah, I also saw the episode, like apparently the episode was pulled later, but I saw the ghost episode where Ash just fucking dies and his soul leaves his body.
Oh, jeez. I didn't realize this is also a double battle.
Oh, look at that.
By the way, you know whether the episode Tower of Terror was banned for a while? It has nothing to do with the content of the episode. It's because of the title of the episode.
Oh, well.
right.
Because they get pulled it from the airing immediately after, the planes.
Yeah.
Alright,
yeah.
Caterpie and Fearow, and Typhlosion Piplup. Typhlosion Piplup is probably fire water.
Probably.
Oh, and Eliza, and yet the
Dark
tentacruel
water.
enacting the buildings is in every single opening sequence of every single
The
episode.
funny thing is, they actually pulled that episode from airing as well at that time.
I feel like...
but they kept that clip in.
I know!
Most
like
important
Piplusion
part.
It's definitely water fire.
Yeah, I feel like Piplusion is a bigger threat, so I'm just going to have everything try to kill it. Even though they're like 21 levels lower than me.
When Fan Story Video Studio says, I must be too young. What the heck were polka gods?
Okay, tales from the old web. So back in the days when we only had Gen 1 and only rumors of Gen 2, because, you know, we didn't have there wasn't like a big mechanism for promoting stuff that was in Japanese games. All we had were rumors about what was going to happen in Gold and Silver, if we even knew Gold and Silver was going to happen. But we already knew the missing number glitch existed. And we didn't know what the hell missing number was, because we were young kids, and we played this game, and it was just this weird thing that we discovered. Mew was a thing that we barely knew existed, because we saw it in the Hall of Fame, and they hadn't done the promotion yet where they gave you a Mew in the game. And they hadn't even discovered the Mew glitch in the game yet. So there were rumors constantly about hidden Pokemon in the game, like super powerful Pokemon you could catch, like more powerful than anything else out there, and that's where you originally had stuff like Pika-Blue or Mew 3 or Doomsay and Doomsday.
I was gonna say I've never heard of polka gods, but I heard about Pika-Blue.
Yeah,
Also,
Now here's the thing. Pokegods did technically exist, but they were glitches. They were glitches that a lot of the time you could only encounter through the use of Game Shark codes. Now, because they were Pokemon with ridiculous stats, because the game was just pulling data from wherever the hell it could. There is a Let's Play out there. It's an image-based Let's Play called Let's Break Pokemon Blue, where they did cataloging and exploration of Pokegods, of like how many Glitchmon they could produce. And they did some of the more popular glitches, obviously, but they did stuff like Zaz and Female Symbol, and just the weird ones with like hour-long cries, stuff that broke the game in ways that you didn't think were possible. Just like bizarre things that can happen with glitches, and Pokegods like Pika-Blue and the whatnot were just kind of like forgotten as we got more info about Gen 2 and we played Gold and Silver, and we realized that a lot of these are just like rumors that don't actually have any basis in reality.
And this was like before the internet became a little more helpful in that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah,
and that's the thing. There were guides on how to catch Pokegods, and they were the most ridiculous things in the world, because there were stuff where you like go to Bill's secret garden where he has all the starters you can catch.
oh
like,
yeah.
you have to
Like that.
You have to defeat the Elite Four 100 times, and then Professor Oak will come out and say, I'm sick of this crap, and suddenly you can explore the Hall of Fame room. Which, by the way, I don't think it's actually possible to explore the Hall of Fame room, because I think it always automatically puts you in the in the spot for the Hall of Fame, though. Don't quote me on that.
An auto walk cycle, yep.
Anyway,
Also,
Ivy Fire.
By the way, AJ Drucken says, well, we eventually did get a Pokegod.
Yeah, but this was long before Arceus and whatnot. Using the truck strength on the truck to move Mew, because we had no idea what the truck was. People explored that and discovered it. We were like, why is this here? There must be some explanation for it, some reason why we can do this. Like one Pokegod rumor that seemed a little more plausible, but is actually kind of impossible, and I nicknamed one of my Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet, this thing, Tricket. Tricket was supposedly a hidden bug-type Pokemon that you could only get if you went through Victory Road and the Elite Four using only bug-type Pokemon, which is technically impossible because you need to use Strength and whatnot, and I don't think any of the bug types could learn Strength.
Well, Pinsir could eventually, just not in Gen 1.
Yeah. Chindrio. So Chincho and Dodrio. Water, flying, water, electric.
Although my favorite one of the Pokegod rumors was, if you have all three starters at their final forms, defeat the Elite Four 100 times, get into Bill's secret garden, and then use the Mist Stone.
That's where stuff like the Miststone, where that came from. And occasionally you would have like overlap with the rumors, like they say, like, okay, you have to capture, you have to do this thing, you have to do this Pokegod rumor first before you can do this Pokegod.
You could have Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur evolve into Charcolt, Rainer, and Sapsor.
I remember Charcolt, Rainer, and Sapsor. Good times. Was Tricket a nimble low kicks? Yes, I nicknamed my low kicks as part of my team. I named it Tricket.
Oh.
Cute.
No, that's fair. Cricket like Pokemon.
Because one of the big rumors about the Pokegods was 4th stage evolutions.
Just cool, weird things and weird rumors. There is a wiki out there that cataloged a bunch of these. Oh, that's cute.
And a lot of the Pokegods were things like the early released images of Gen 2 Pokemon like Marill and Snubbull and Togepi.
Yeah, I think Houndour and Houndoom were the ones that people believed were Doomsday and Doomsday before, like, fan sprites of Doomsday and Doomsday came out, which I think originally came from, like, an RPG or something, because it was those weird ghostly sprites, which, by the way, is the basis for the thing that appears in the, in some episodes of Atop the Fourth Wall, hint, hint, wink, wink. Butterpea would sell all the merch. I remember about leaving a Magikarp in the daycare for 20 days or something. Yeah, and of course, like, a lot of this stuff was just impossible for Gen 1. Just stuff that did not exist for Gen 1, but they were cool, weird rumors.
Like the Yoshi!
Oh yeah, Yoshi! You could get Yoshi! Yoshi was a secret Pokemon in the game!
What? These are new things I'm learning about. What the heck?
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
a lot of them were
really
just fake
nothing
screenshots and whatnot. And here's Peekaboo right here, and Peekaboo was considered, you know, having some validity that if you gave like Pikachu a water stone, it would evolve into this water form too, because of the mistranslation in the Gen 1 where you trade a Raichu for an Electrode, and they say, oh, my Raichu evolved.
Yep. Which also led to the rumors about Raichu having an evolution as well, and also led to the rumors about the Elemental Pikachu evolutions.
Yep, Pika-Flare, because there was a beta of a fire type Pokemon in Gen 2, which actually turned out to just be a fan design.
Actually, it turned out not to be a fan design, but a fan design of an actual design, which was the design of the beta fire starter from Gen 2.
Exactly, but that's popular sprite that looked like it was an original design because the art style matched up with I can't remember the guy who did all the artwork, Sugimori.
Yeah,
Ken Sugimori.
Yeah, it matched up with Ken Sugimori's art so well, but that was a popular fan sprite of Pika-Flare.
Yeah.
But of course, yeah. Nowadays we know that's actually just like a fan art of the Gen 2 beta bear starter that ended up becoming Cyndaquil later on. Yeah. Just like it was this exciting weird time for Pokemon fans because we knew nothing. There was no like English reporters of Japanese stuff. Nobody could read or speak Japanese, so we didn't know what the hell this stuff was.
And it led to people thinking things like Slowbro will evolve into Slowking, and it won't be a branched evolution because
branch evolutions didn't exist except for Eevee.
Yeah.
It was fascinating and cool, and there were just so many, just like weird things, and it's why when the Space World demo finally leaked, it was so exciting for people because it was bringing out nostalgia of this time of the late 90s, early 2000s, before Gold and Silver released, when all we had was a bunch of blurry screenshots of the Space World demo, and we were making up stuff and trying to figure out what the hell this meant.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I do remember from those days was that after the first Pokemon movie came out, everyone was trying to go through their files of Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, try and find that elephant Pokemon, that one trainer had in the beginning.
Donphan!
Everybody wanted Donphan as soon as that movie came out.
I know I did, and that was a hell of a great way to make a first impression, just because, like, it's not just that Donphan was new, it's that it was so cool in how it operated, like, because you wouldn't expect an elephant Pokemon to suddenly curl up into a ball and spin around really fast. That made me want a Donphan for my team.
It became a tire. It was so cool.
The Pulsasonic the Hedgehog.
Exactly. I love Donphan.
I'm pretty sure it was the fan reaction and love of that movie that caused them to eventually give Donphan to Ash. Because I knew that fans thought, that is so cool!
Alright, T Elite has a super chat. Current book read-through in the book club. Inquisitor, Rise of the Red Blade, 16 chapters in, and yeah, that trigger warning in the author's note did kind of set the tone right out of the gate.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and of course, if you're on the Atop the Fourth Wall Discord, check out the book club if you want to read up, because T Elite's been doing read-throughs of a bunch of different books, including a bunch of Star Wars books. Check them out. Let's see. Fun fact: the Science originally dropped the network adapter due to a herd of Ponyta until 6.0 added Oricorio. Nice. So yeah, look up the Pokegods sometime, just because there's just some fascinating stuff there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I never, like, other than Peekaboo, like, I missed all of this. Like, the only, like, bizarre, like, this can't be right kind of internet rumors I remember were for, like, Ocarina of Time.
I actually wrote a fan fiction featuring the Pokegods when I was in high school.
So did I. I made up a bunch of Pokemon, and like when eventually Gold and Silver came out, and like Red was on Mount Silver. I did this like this wasn't one I didn't even like write on my computer. I like wrote in a notebook like the Grandmaster lives on Mount Silver, and he's actually the sacred keeper of Mew 3. Just like a bunch of forbidden Pokemon because they were too powerful and too dangerous that you like had to be kept there, or else the end of the world kind of a thing.
Oh, and Linkara, Clockwork Soul has a question. Top 5, I guess it's a phrase. I'm saying it's a question. Top 5 favorite Pokemon, and mods can do 1 too if they like.
Bulbasaur. Well, good.
Yeah.
Look at this. Yeah. Guys, I can fly.
Oh my god.
So this is what it means to be atop the fourth wall.
Hey.
Okay.
I know people are saying that that I can get 2 eggs incentive for heart scales and the adapters on a beach you need to surf west off the docks to get to. We'll take care of that after we do legendary birds.
But yeah, do you have a top 5 Pokemon?
Bulbasaur, Krabby, Donphan, Ampharos, and 5th one. Oh, good. Quagsire and Deoxys.
Wow.
Well, I don't want to get involved with that.
That's like the final form of Majora's Mask, isn't it?
I think Energy Ball will be good either way.
For me, my top 5 Pokemon are Dunsparce, Dunsparce, Alolan Vulpix.
Really like Fennekin. Fennekin might be on there. Just like I'm trying to think of like what my 5th one is, because I like Gen 2 a lot, but like I know that there's just like some Pokemon in more recent generations that I really do like that don't get enough love.
Pichu would be my number 4, and my number 5 would be. I gotta go with Gligar. Gligar's adorable.
Clearly, number 5 is Wobbuffet.
My number 4, the reason my number 4 is, for me is Pichu, is for the longest time online, Pichu was my avatar.
Aw. What is Angry Bird a mix of again? Angry Bird is a mix of Xatu and Whimsicott.
In fact, in some servers online, I used to go by the Pichu Princess.
There you go.
I've had like a pretty unfair grudge against Pichu for a while, because ever since Super Smash Bros. Melee, like he was added to the roster, or maybe it was, I forgot if he was in Melee, if he was in Brawl.
It was Melee.
He was in Melee, but it's the Fire Emblem problem. Like, it's Pikachu again, and like you know how when Smash Ultimate was coming out, everyone was complaining about like wasting a slot because like Lucina is Marth again, Roy is Marth again, although in Ultimate they made Roy a little more different. Pichu was Pikachu again.
Jay in the chat, where's the Discord? The Discord, you can find a link to that if you are a Top the Fourth Wall patron. It is the pinned message in the community section. Follow the link and the instructions there, Zonite. In order to join the Top Fourth Wall Discord for only $1, you can enjoy a wonderful community full of people who like to talk about various things, including atop the fourth wall. Sorry, I love that cute little face on this little like technically stale thing.
Zonite? Huh.
Also,
I didn't know
by the
there
way,
was a Zonite.
Also, Helkira says something that I completely forgot about. Is Pichu hurt itself in Melee? Which
Yep.
is like, yeah, I forgot
The
about
thing
that.
is, though, the Pichu hurting itself actually kind of helps it in its attacking.
I didn't really play him, so like I didn't know.
I was a Pichu main in Melee.
Haha.
I was Marth.
Jesse Springer, what's your favorite Sonic character? Mine is Big. Knuckles.
You know, Big has changed over the years, but I can tell you that Big was his original voice actor, John St. John's least favorite role, because it was big dumb guy voice, like ooh, Froggy.
I like hyper voice. It takes the cry for Skimono and like just like varies it up a bit.
My favorite Sonic character would be.
They disarmed a Blastoise.
I'd have to think about it actually, because like in the 2000s I would have said Shadow hands down, but like now it's like he's tryhard edgy.
In the 90s, I would have said Mighty.
Yeah,
I would have to say
Be
that
a
my
Sonic
favorite
baby.
Sonic character is.
Who let you in here? Intruder!
In the 2000s, I would have said Rouge.
Rouge is fun.
But nowadays.
Team Rocket, Jesse and James!
Wow. Hello now. That's a terrifying Pokemon. Oh my god.
Oh dear.
I think nowadays I would have to say my favorite Sonic character is Amy.
Really?
Maybe she's. I think she's evolved like since I played as her. Like, because in Sonic Adventure and previous, her whole personality is just like, "Where's Sonic?" But I think she became more of an actual character, like in Sonic Boom.
She became more of a character in things like Sonic Boom, Sonic Prime.
Gavterra, I'm assuming is Dragon Ground or Grass Ground. Either way, I think Double Edge will kill it.
Because yeah, in the era I played Sonic, like Amy was a
Hey,
trope, not a character.
Bonesaw too powerful.
My love of Amy has developed because of her appearances in cartoons.
Yeah, Sonic Boom, like the game is incredibly mediocre, but the show was
Amazing.
legitimately amazing.
It gave Knuckles a new personality, and it was great.
I don't mind the Jesse and James reference, but if you're gonna make them Jesse and James anyway, why didn't you just say like prepare for trouble and make it double or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Well, when you didn't shuffle up the game, they actually had a fusion of their two Pokemon from Gen 1.
Nikolai Snowtail, with how slow and dull a week it's been at work, I decided to finally make use of my Marvel Unlimited subscription and read a series that's been heavily recommended to me, The Immortal Hulk, already at issue number 40 a weekend. Immortal Hulk is a wild ride. It's horror, so I can't and body horror at that a lot of times, so I can't recommend it to everybody. But it is I like so well written.
It went to some dark places.
Bibanix.
Oh, Vampiric Dark Dragon says, I thought Knuckles' personality was, oh no, on repeat. Oh no, oh no.
In Sonic Boom, they made Knuckles a himbo.
Yeah. His character design is still weird to me, but I like his personality.
Like,
Touch the
not just a himbo, but the kind of like pure-hearted himbo that you just want to give head pats to and say, okay, you tried your best.
I want to say you
Eliza,
tried
I
your
don't know if
best
you
to
played the
steer
Yakuza
us
games,
here.
but you'd like Ichiban.
He's like Kronk.
Wrong. You should play Yakuza 7 or 8, where you play as Ichiban.
Double
He's
jump
just
here.
like that defined.
And also in Sonic Boom, they introduced Styx the Badger, and Styx is just perfect in that show.
What's this?
Uh,
Probably a switch that opens it somewhere. You don't say.
Styx the Badger, so you combine every single conspiracy theory that's actually fun, like thinking that the moon has a mustache.
What?
I mean, if it's been rebuilt by Eggman.
Yeah,
so
I mean, yeah,
this
just straight
is,
up.
This is not a great custom sprite.
That's interesting.
This is just all kinds of crazy and fun.
But Eggman made his own like Death Star with a mustache because
Yep.
like that's just how he is.
Okay, agility.
Because Eggman is so ever humble.
So it's not rock type.
knows what he
then,
wants.
Or at least it's
Honestly,
neutral
the
type
weakest
or-
character in Sonic Boom.
Okay. Not very effective. Okay, so maybe it is rock. Maybe it's just like neutral. Okay, so it's probably bug rock.
Probably.
So let's try surf. Goblin Pass, you okay, bud? There we go. Yeah.
Oh. It's weird when sometimes when the weakest character becomes the main character.
Yeah, there's a
Alright,
callback.
finally,
in the
WoW
chat from
Pokemon. Okay, we already got a Bidoof.
the weekday
Bingo.
cartoon. Snooping as usual. I see.
My favorite episode of Sonic Boom was the episode where Eggman had to go and stay with Sonic. Because he was just the worst roommate ever.
My favorite bit.
Oh,
is Sonic
good!
Boom. That's
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-wah.
that's the best.
What?
That's
Okay,
great.
so Dragon, Ground, Steel, Flying.
That's a lot of
Maybe Steel
weaknesses.
Dragon?
What was that?
Maybe Steel Dragon?
I don't think so, but maybe. Steel Flying is what Chaos Star Zero says.
But yeah, Eliza, my favorite
Steel
bit is
flying.
probably like the dream within a dream. Like, whoops, too far.
Original
Or once you
Steel
make-
Quaza, do not steal. So Steel
Oh.
Flying, Silent Hill should be good against that.
My favorite bit is Fairness Knuckles.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
That's a very good design, I will say. Ooh, Rock Slide. Okay, we're good. We're okay.
I'll send it to you
Oh.
after the stream.
Okay.
Lowering
Yeah,
our
you're in
can say
good
that's,
shape if that was
Sonic
super
Boom,
effective.
One of my favorite jokes is
There we go,
the
good.
Roger. Who's Roger? He's talking about me.
I feel bad for taking that thing down in one hit. Like, good for you, but what a cool Pokemon.
Dob
I know,
Fan.
right?
So Dubblade and Don Fan. That'll be Ghost Ground.
Yeah, I think so. It'll either Ghost Ground or Steel Ground.
Ghost Ground or Steel Ground. I think Sarita can handle it. Behold what every Final Fantasy boss aspires to be.
I want to see what this thing looks like.
Oh, that's
Okay.
awesome.
That's
That
kind of-
all.
I
Kind
have
of posh.
swords for tusks.
Sword
Yeah,
for
I like-
Tusks. I love that.
I like.
And it has the ribbons for the thing in its ears.
Ears.
Yep.
Yes, bring Sticks the Badger back. Also bring Bunny Rabbit back.
Always
Oh,
been
yeah.
on Pokemon.
Hey, Bobby leveled up.
Sorry, I was the biggest Bunny Rabbit fan when I was a kid.
Just realized.
No, I think Bunny Rabbit might actually be in the newer Sonic comics.
Bobby is very
Yeah.
frail defensively. It is, I should keep that in mind.
Ian Flynn wants to bring her in, but so far Sega's saying no.
Alright.
Which
Zon, turn
is
it
sad.
off. There we go.
Granted, the reason why Sega's saying no to bringing back in some of the old Sat AM characters is because they're afraid that somebody might try to pull another Enders.
Ken Vanders, yeah.
Yeah.
Got 3 more rocket butts to kick before the big fight. That shouldn't be too hard. We are still leveled higher than everything we've encountered, so we should be safe. Oh, we got another Togetic. Fingers crossed.
And being since Sega only co-owns the Sat AM characters with Cookie Jar Entertainment, I think is what it's going by now. Is that what it's going by nowadays?
Well, we got the story stuff happening now. This was okay. We did not need the cutscene to play out right here for this long pan down. At long last, Moltres, the third and final legendary bird. See how majestic it looks, flying over the lava menacingly, unaware that it is about to become part of something much, much greater than itself. But this mighty beast will not lend us its power willingly. This is where the Master Ball comes in handy. Of course, it's like if it's anything like the other two, it'd make quick work of it. Very well, let us not waste any more time then. I believe we have all that's needed now. Capture this beast at once! So, like, yeah, it's nice to have a cutscene, but, like, the slow pan down, then slow pan back up. I'd say wait until we're a little closer before doing that.
Yeah.
Like, maybe before the last battle. Game design!
Game design? What's that? Okay, I think I found my favorites list, finally. Of, like, favorite Pokemon. Alright, so...
A lot of Steelixes. Also, this ain't a bad one either.
Yeah.
Bug Ground, I want to say?
Yeah, I think so.
Bug Ground. Oh, I get it. Team Rocket, because they steal. They're thieves.
That would be funny, except I'm pretty sure it's just as part of the randomizer.
I know, but still. Let's see. Looking at my favorites, let's see. Bidoof is one of them. Greninja.
Axioto.
Alolan Raichu. Trico, my boy.
Axioto, so dragon flying.
And, let's see. If I had to choose. And just because I've been playing Violet, and like I just love the fact that this Pokemon's kind of cool in concept, Miraidon. Because...
Oh, it's an Axio, okay.
I like Koraidon better than Miraidon.
Understandable.
I was a little afraid for a second there because it was the Axio evolution, but like, if it's just an Axio and a Pidgeotto, we're fine.
Although my favorite legend, should I count? Okay, my favorite mythical is Celebi.
Yeah.
Because Celebi is awesome.
I'm leaning towards, for favorite mythical, probably Celebi. Oh, hey guys, check out my Porygon!
That's actually an awesome Porygon!
That's interesting.
As for my favorite legendary, non-mythical,
Okay, so, normal ground, I want to say? Normal ground or normal dragon? Porygon 4!
My favorite legendary would have to be...
Okay, so it's normal dragon then. Brick Break. Hey.
Yep, it was normal dragon.
Perfect Porygon.
Oh my gosh, its swapped form is adorable.
Oh. Baon. So, Bagon and Unknown? Regional variant. So, Bagon and Unknown, I think. So, like... What was that?
I think it's Bagon and Unknown.
So, Dragon Psychic.
Yeah.
Angry Bird again. No, it's
Also,
Porygon.
Going through all of the legendaries in my head, I think my favorite legendary might actually be Lugia.
Oh, that's a shame. Not Lugia. Just Baon.
Bone.
That's unfortunate.
It looks like a baby toy.
Kurt's first homemade rattle,
Oh.
complete with teething ring.
B is for Bagon. Alright, I'll heal up in a minute here, but I think there's one more Team Rocket before. Whoop, and back to the cutscene.
Yep, we now have to watch them fuse the things together.
Yes, as I predicted, Moltres was no match for the Master Ball. Has anything ever broken out of a Master Ball?
Yes.
Yes.
Terapagos did.
What did?
Terapagos.
Why does that sound familiar?
You know...
Oh yeah, that's right. The episode where Wishcash ate.
That also happened, yes. And then there's another time. There's actually been like several times Master Balls failed.
Linkara hasn't played that.
Yeah. They're in the games, in the anime, in the manga.
Yeah, I don't know what you're referring to, so I'm assuming this is like a Scarlet Violet thing. Anyway, yes.
That's what, I'm not saying where it happens. I'm just saying that does happen.
Richard Moltres. Anyway, just like the other two. Speaking of which, now would be a good time to bring them out.
I didn't know you hadn't beaten the.
No, I still
Yeah,
haven't.
yeah.
I haven't gotten very far in that DLC at all.
I figured you might have because it's been months.
Yeah, no, I finished the first half of the DLC, and then I've been spending all that time just exploring around the area, catching stuff.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much what I did for the longest time too.
And now is what we're working toward. So yeah, thanks, Eliza. No, I get it. It's okay. I'm not mad.
Sorry.
I'm probably gonna forget it by the time I play it.
But yeah, in the
Now is the moment that we have been working towards all this time. This is the moment that Team Rocket rises to previously unreachable heights. Shall we do it now, boss? Yes, it is the time. Fuse the 3 legendary birds.
Activate the power of super polymerization.
Well, you know what they say. The higher you are, the harder you fall.
What comes
One
up
more
must
trainer.
go down.
I think I'm gonna have to pop some potions for everybody before we suspend the Nuzlocke rules, which we shouldn't be able to do. But screw that for how unfair this fight is.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
like I think me and Lil wiped twice here.
Executive Archers on Axer. Oh God!
Oh! Oh no! That's a Dragon Fire.
There's Dragon Fire, so I think Angry Bird can still handle it.
Like, nothing has changed on the thing. Unless, let me double check.
Unless it was the electric dragon. Like it was the electric dragon that was before became fire dragon.
Yeah.
Although I will say, Reshiram kind of looks nice green.
Oh wow, it
Kinda
actually
good,
survived that. That is impressive. And terrifying.
And now it's dead. Yeah, Dragon Fire. So again,
Slow
literally
2.
no change whatsoever.
So, Slowpoke, Slowbro, and Xatu. So, Water Psychic.
It also
Could also be Slow King.
Could be Slowking as well. I keep forgetting Slowking. Water
How do you forget Slowking?
Psychic.
He wants some pants!
Solomon Grundy wants pants.
Look, all I want is some pants. Some decent pair of pants.
Oh, Jesus!
Yes, my
Wow,
child.
that's great.
Well, it is
awesome.
Slowking!
That is awesome! It looks like he's seen to infinity.
Alright, note to self. Show
And
managers slow 2.
And he doesn't know. And well, he looks like he's seen into infinity. And he doesn't know how to comprehend it.
It is a water flying type.
Water flying.
Wow, that's
Look,
gonna be really
it actually has
cool.
clothing.
Also, wow, we were actually under potioned here, so we will probably leave and come back to get some potions. It's water flying.
Bobby?
Bobby is poison type as well, so that's what makes me reluctant. Water be neutral on Bonesaw.
So yeah, I think
Bonesaw will be
Bonesaw's
fine.
ready.
Bonesaw is ready!
Beautiful. Alright, a nice double edge. There we go. Well, that's a crit, wow.
I like the way they made the Slow King helmet look on that.
Hey, Angry Bird. Yeah, Archer.
Raltret, so that's a...
So,
Ralts and-
Ralts and
Sentret?
Sentret. Psychic normal?
Yeah, that's gonna be weak as hell.
Yeah. Psychic normal. I think Skimono can handle it. You can't see Bonesaw coming! Dig it! Oh, it's adorable, though!
Oh my god, that's so cute!
Well, time to dig in a grave.
I know, I hate killing it because it's so cute. Also, wow, it survived a brick break. That's a little worrying.
Yeah, that's impressive.
It's 15 levels higher. Wow, what kind of defense does that thing have? You are too late. So fluffy, cute baby.
Speaking of fluffy, baby, how you, Georgie? How you doing, baby girl?
All right, let's use an escape rope. Let's stock up on potions. I know it'll be a pain to run back here, but it'll be fine. We want supplies because this could, even when we're that high up on the levels, it could still go bad. And I don't want us to wipe regardless, even with the suspension of rules.
Like I said, me and Lil, I think, wiped here twice, and we were in the 70s.
Yeah.
This is not an easy fight.
I appreciate difficulty, but it's such a spike.
At least it's not as bad as the spike when you get to the Elite Four.
Which is not,
yeah.
and a spike is not necessarily bad. Where am I? Why can't I find the escape rope? And it's not necessarily bad for most cases, but since we're playing a Nuzlocke, that's what's more difficult. Where the hell are my escape ropes? There we are.
There it is.
We have a super chat. Denial says, "So, you see that new gimmick for the upcoming Amazing Spider-Man? Every day I fear they'll mess up all the character progression Miles Morales has gotten, like Peter and Octavius."
I am not aware of that. I'm and I invite you, Denial, to not say what it is, just because that might be spoilers for anyone who is reading. I'm not reading, so I don't really care that much. But like, but like, apparently this was not the right spot to fly to. But so yeah, I'm not aware of what that is, but don't say it out loud in case people are unaware of it and they want to and they don't want to be spoiled. T Elite 555, we will get your super chat once you post it up in the regular. By the way, I should note for people for $1 super chats, I did turn off slow mode a few streams ago, so you should be able to post it like almost immediately. Yeah, I didn't say it because of spoilers. Thank you so much.
I stopped reading Spider-Man like a year and a half ago because Zeb Wells' run is just depressing.
Yeah, I am aware of all the stuff that's going on there, and that's just wow.
It's like he's trying to kill Spider-Man's popularity.
Is anyone here reading? Oh, that's right, that was T-Hybrid.
Yeah, I don't even know what Ranger Academy is, so my answer is no.
Ranger Academy is a spin-off of Power Rangers that takes place in the future, and it's basically Billy set up a Ranger Academy to train new Power Rangers.
Yep.
Is that canon?
Yeah, well, it's
comic books,
canon.
so any
canon.
kind of media like that, the canonicity is.
Here's how Hasbro's been treating it. The stuff in the comics is canon, unless the TV shows say it's not.
Oh, a fan tump, and I think I think they wanted someone wanted a fan tump, so we can hold off on.
Cool look.
We can hold off on fusing with anybody, but someone I know there was a quest that wanted a fan tump.
Yep. Also, Phantom is adorable.
It is.
Great.
It's a sad story of how Phantom becomes a thing, but there you go.
Yeah, Goldenrod Hotel guest.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head off. You guys try to enjoy the rest of your night. Linkara, good luck trying to take on that triple threat.
No problem. Thank you, Jesus, for
Have a
hanging out
lovely
with
night.
us.
My pleasure.
Phantom, the most adorable dead kid.
Oh,
It
the
is
ghost
pretty cool
Pokemon.
looking.
Oh my God, that's so cute. I want the pumpkin head, but like I want to stick to the regular sprite so we don't get weirded out. But like that pumpkin head sprite, that's good. Yeah, all the ghost types have weird Pokedex entries like that.
Yeah, like, Yamask is dead people.
Yep.
And Ghastly is dead people. Namely, people that died from asphyxiation.
Axedour.
I just like the people in Lavender Tower who come after you and say they want your blood.
Yeah.
It's like, oh jeez.
So many of the ghost Pokemon are just like, this is a dead person.
Yeah, it's like I'm 10 years old and this is the original Game Boy. Like, get off my back.
Cacnix. Fun fact, Fuse Phantom to itself makes a totem pole of Phantom, and he's happy because he has friends. Aww.
Wow.
Aww.
Adorable.
Oh, Mudblow, Kakuna, and Onyx. Yeah, I know.
Oh, hey, Kira, how much
Togetic
blood?
again.
We did not want to find out.
Cacnix stays crunchy even in milk.
Oh, God.
Wow.
All right, we'll try again for another random encounter for something else in here after we deal with this. Oh, is there one more? I think the guy's just blocking the exit, but like, pretty sure it's not another battle.
T Elite says, don't worry, when I get to the trigger warning moment of the book, I'll take the precautions for people to still get the content while avoiding the specific moment that they may need to. Or if they need to, excuse me.
All right, who are we putting up front for this fight? I want to say Bobby so we can get the, well, actually, no, the paralysis. Okay, who are we gonna, we need to teach someone a rock move.
Yes. We have a rock.
We have Rock Tomb,
We have rock.
which is not great, but it's what we got. I'm inclined to go Bonesaw just because Bonesaw has such great attack stats. But it's also but yeah, the Articuno is going to be the big issue because Articuno will one-shot it.
Aim for the Articuno head first.
I suppose so. How fast is Bonesaw?
It's Uno. You gotta go first.
How fast is Bonesaw? Bonesaw's speed is 120, which ain't bad.
Yeah.
In fact, it might be our fastest. Yeah. Angry Bird is faster, but like it's like third in line with Sarita only barely edging it out.
Yeah, so Bonesaw might be our best option there.
As I said, we're not, Nuzlocke rules suspended, so I'm not worried about people dying.
Okay, so like another idea you could do. Do you have an item that helps increase rock type moves?
Not a bad idea. I'm pretty sure we do. Let's get rid of Bonerang or we'll get rid of Stomping Tantrum. Because none of the ground moves are going to hit it anyway. We can put Stomping Tantrum back on it later.
The item that increases rock moves is called Heartstone, right?
Yeah, I think we got a Heartstone, so we can attach that and try to up the power of Rock type.
Also, Mega Timmy Tommy says, so it's not an urban legend? Ghost Pokemon used to be human?
It's in the Pokedex entries, and how accurate the Pokedex entries are is up for debate.
Debatable.
Heart scale.
There's Heartstone.
There.
Yeah, I would just say that Pokemon, like humans are Pokemon, just like in real life, humans are animals.
Alright, save here, and we'll give this a shot. Yeah, I remember seeing this boss in the Good Times video. I'm glad I watched the Good Times video to learn about all this stuff, because otherwise we would be so screwed.
You wouldn't want to.
Did I not put it? I don't think I put boats on.
No comment.
Well!
No one will
truly
dare
no.
mess with us now.
I just moved forward without thinking, okay, well, I'm not going to switch it in. Skimono, remember, rules suspended. Skimono, if you die, you die. There's a Pokemon spirit to every single other Pokemon that exists. By having it under control, we are now truly free to do whatever we want. No more having to operate in secret. We can rule over everything and everyone. Gym leaders, Elite Four, they cannot match up against this Pokemon. In fact, there's a single person in the world who has the power to stop us. Hi. If not, even the Elite Four can stop this beast. And tell me what exactly it is you are trying to achieve here, Linkara. I do like that. I reveal that he knows we were there. Fwahaha! Did you think I did not know you had infiltrated our operation? My loyal henchmen have been telling me everything. How you followed us all the way over here, and how you've been trying to stop us from capturing the legendary bird. I do not appreciate how you meddling in our affairs. But this time you are too late! As I was telling my underlings, there isn't a single person who can pose a threat to Team Rocket anymore. Quote MSC3K, I don't know, a halfway smart guy with muscles and hair. And you, Linkara, shall help me demonstrate this fact. I'm glad he only has the legendary birds. Try to imagine, like, trying to take on the rest of his team with this thing.
I do like
Zap Mokuno! Behold!
Not me now. That's pretty cool looking. I like that.
And has pressure, and it has like triple pressure, and 3 attacks, and all the various typings. Just like, this fight is so unfair. It is ridiculous how unfair this fight is.
Well, time to sweep it.
Hyper Voice hits all 3. I didn't even realize.
So it's Surf.
I'm gonna laugh if Skimoto is the winner of this whole thing. If Skimoto champion.
That would be hilarious if it is. It ain't gonna happen. But like, people are saying Surf, but I don't think. But Surf is not gonna be very effective against Zapdos side.
That is pretty good. They almost got Kuno.
Yep. Yeah, there's a Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt's gonna kill Skimono. Yep.
Damn you!
Still survived longer than I was expecting. But anyway, Bonesaw, I think we'll finish. We'll finish the job. Rock Tomb on the Articuno side. Oh, that's right. It has that rock resistance seed. Now there's Bonesaw.
Wow.
Oh, boo!
Yep, here it comes.
0 out of 10. The broken Pokemon. Cheater.
Cheater, pumpkin eater. Yeah, Shadow Ball. Let's take out the Articuno just because it's the closest to being dead. The good news is it loses the flying type, so we can theoretically use ground type now. You have any revives you forgot to sell? No. Well, actually, we might actually. I don't think so though. Still one head down. Let me see, just to be on the just because I'm curious. We have 1 max revive, so we could bring back Bonesaw.
Wow.
You good?
You know
What
what?
the Shadow Reaper says it retains flying, you just get rid of ice.
Nah. So do we want to revive Bonesaw? Benjamin Hall, Bonesaw was not ready.
Revive the saw that... Revive...
It's like a
Revive
bootleg Yu-Gi-Oh card. We could do it, but I think we're gonna beat it. I think we are actually like well stocked to defeat it because we've now taken down 1 head. Revive Bonesaw, revive Bonesaw. Everyone's like revive Bonesaw. Okay.
You know, I just realized something. Bonesaw's female.
Yeah.
I did not know that. My brain hurts.
Oh my God! It's Bonesaw with the steel chair.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do as much damage as I can on the way out. So Shadow Ball. Let me see. Yeah, Moltres is gonna do more damage than Zapdos. I mean, against Bonesaw. I mean, Silent Hill's probably going down here. My God, that's Bonesaw's music! I got light screen wore off. Bonesaw is still ready! Alright, Rock Tomb
Somehow
again.
Bonesaw has returned.
Dig it!
Get wrecked.
Ice, fire, lightning, flying, dragon? I don't know. There's no dragon in there.
Ice, fire, flying, lightning, electric.
We don't need aromatherapy.
Well, the aromatherapy is good from time to
Drill
time.
Peck surprisingly did more damage than I was expecting.
At this
Hey,
point, we might as well
Speedfell.
just... At this point, we might as well use Double Edge.
You know what? Yeah, let's end this with Double Edge. Boom! Oh, it survived.
Nice. You might be able to... Aw, alright.
That's surprising. I was not expecting that. Bobby. Beat the electric with electric. I think that'll be funnier. Poison jab. Just like punch this thing out.
Hooray!
We still lost Bonesaw. That shows, like, if I hadn't suspended Nuzlocke rules, that's how difficult this fight would have been.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord, yes.
Mind you, I had potions, so I probably could have potioned, but like, anyway, Bobby with the money in the bank contract.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
was thinking of that
just
famous,
like you saw, like the safeguards, the berries or whatever they do to suspend and rock type resistance. The light screen and reflect. This fight is so ridiculously, stupidly unfair, and this is still with us like 15 to 20 levels higher than this thing.
You could almost argue that Giovanni rigged this fight to win because he's a villain. Honestly, it did kind of feel like one of those like old school JRPGs with an unfair boss fight that you have to really figure out how to win kind of thing.
Which is fine if we weren't doing a Nuzlocke. Now, I will not be suspending as far as I know, a Good Time Zone actually, while we're doing this, is currently fighting the Elite Four. So we'll prepare ourselves for the levels there when we get to that. Though, And of course, the randomizer should change out what the Elite Four's teams are. So Bonesaw, Silent Hill, and Squano are safe. Yes, they are not dead. Like I said, I suspended Nuzlocke rules for this fight because that fight is ridiculously, stupidly unfair.
Oh, I like that chat comment. Rocks fall, every head died.
There you go. So as far as so like even with that advantage, we still would have lost 3 Pokemon if I hadn't suspended the rules for that fight.
And more then, because you revived Bonesaw.
That's right, I revived Bonesaw, so we could have lost even more. Like, it took that much. They're just unconscious as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, we could have lost up to 4 Pokemon there. Jeez.
We could have lost up to 4 Pokemon with that fight, and that's with us having a massive level advantage and knowing in advance what these things are. Now, like you say, this works great for a non-Nuzlocke run, but for a Nuzlocke run, that's stupid. This is we would have to be like level 70, level 80 in order to hopefully take them on like this. Now unless the Elite Four matches are so stupidly unfair, like on this level, and like I said, I will watch the Good Time Zones videos on it obviously to see what expect ahead of time. But just as far as I'm concerned, we will not suspend the Nuzlocke rules for the Elite Four, but for this and any other triple battles like this in the future, no. This is unfair. Screw that.
Yeah, there's at least one more triple battle like that.
Like the Shadow, you want to say stuff, but I don't want to spoil. Can you type spoiler text in chat like this function? Don't say anything. We'll encounter this stuff. We'll come across the stuff as we do, but unfair. But like, this is not. My Nuzlocke runs are not designed to be super challenge runs because I think a Nuzlocke is challenge enough. There are hardcore Nuzlocke rules with stuff like you can't heal in battle, or you can't have a Pokemon, you can't have levels higher than the highest level of the next gym leader. I think those are a little more reasonable. Still a little bit unreasonable, not fun to me. But I get those rules. Those ones are still a challenge, and they're just a little more of a challenge. For me, standard Nuzlocke rules, base level, what you can catch, what you can't catch, and the difficulties of Pokemon dying instead of fainting. That to me is enough of a challenge, and it's more fun to do that than it is to do something like completely wiping, or I couldn't have anything higher than level 50 because of this boss encounter. Just it's not fun to me.
That just sounds like a work.
It feels like you're just putting your head into the wall. And I applaud people who pull it off, like Small Ant, Alpha Rad, Poketubers out there who do the toughest challenges, the much harder stuff. I applaud them for doing that, but for our purposes, we're here to have fun. We're just trying to have a good time here. We don't want to do anything more than this because, hey, we wiped once already with standard Nuzlocke rules.
Yeah.
This is our playthrough. This is the kind of fun we want to have because it's difficult enough as it is. We don't want to make this thing because it's still a video game. We're still here to have fun. Anyway, I cannot believe it. All this time and effort only for it to be ruined by a simple child yet again. 3 heads are too many. Nuzlocke rules are based on regular Pokemon rules, not crazy Pokemon rules. Maybe someday I'll do like the Kaizo Ironmon challenge, but I doubt I'll ever be that masochistic. We talked about the Kaizo Ironmon rules in a previous stream.
It would be funny if Giovanni just not even in the battle, but in the plot, just max revive.
And you're not a Poketuber, so you're not making your core revenue off of these. That is also true. The Kaizo Ironmon challenge, but only for Gen 1 games. Oh God! With all the weird stuff there. The bird is acting up! Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh, boss, what should we do about this? Should I give the order to chase after them, or... Although we don't have any more Master Balls. Just get like a crap ton of Ultra Balls and toss them at it like normal. That's what everyone else does.
I would run the other way because Moltres is going to obliterate this entire area.
Honestly, I've played so little Pokemon that even regular Nuzlocke is more than I want to do, and that's fine. I must go. The future of Team Rocket is unclear at the moment. I must think things over quietly. Really? Is it in question? Do not follow me. This is an order.
I just love that there are 3 legendaries right here who are mad that they were just forcibly captured, and he's like, I gotta go think. Bye. And he just leaves them.
Light Shadow Ribbons, see, this is my theory as to why the battle was hard. It's not a triple fusion wholly, just mashed together. Real triple fusion comes later, and the result is much different. Moltres appears to be calming down. I'd be pissed for a lot longer.
Well, that's the thing. I was waiting for Team Rocket to just get, like, vaporized immediately.
I found an ice pick. I found a power plant key. Hey! We'll go explore those areas in a bit, because we can actually get the birds now.
Wait, hold on. Check and see if your Pokemon are healed yet. No.
Oh, no, they're not healed, no. We should probably go heal before we do that. We still got a half hour on the stream. We could go get the others.
Yeah. The very first time I caught one of the 3 birds, I even caught him in a Pokeball.
Oh, yeah, Minsby brought up Binsby, say that again?
Are the birds randomized?
I'm pretty sure they're not, but we will see. No healing. I know what you're talking. No, we're healing. I've said it like 3 times now. We suspended the Nuzlocke rules for that fight. We're gonna go heal. We came as fast as we could. Erwin R. I keep forgetting we named him Erwin R. Shyster.
Yeah.
Flew me here at his Pokemon. You really took down Team Rocket all on your own, huh? You could have at least waited for me. The Rocket Boss really went back into hiding? There's no telling where he went. I think we'll go check out that old abandoned gym in Viridian City then. I've heard rumors that something shady was going on there. We might at least get some information out of it if we're lucky. I cannot thank you enough for helping me to recover my precious ship. Take the Sea Galapass and I'll gladly take you around the Sevy Islands. Well, looks like we're all set here. Now that the Sea Galap's been recovered, I'll gladly take you back to Cinnabar Island. We could go back to Cinnabar Island. That would be the faster for healing.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, might as well.
Also, Benjamin Hall, but I crave unaliving Pokemon. Benjamin, what the heck?
And we still might, because we still have to catch these things. I've seen a Pokemon Nuzlocke challenge called Apocalock, where a set Apocalypse limits you to certain types, like Ice Age only allows Ice, Dark, Rock, Ghost, and Steel types.
T-Elite says 2 things. 1, give me a heads up to get the next commentary stream title card ready. 2, who wants a Pretty Cure Enemy Masks caption tomorrow?
I do not know. And I'll try to, plan stuff in advance and announce it. I'm gonna get 14 Ultra Balls. Because if it's anything like any other legendary fight.
Also, by the way, you might have seen this in chat already, but the ice pick and the key that you got.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I knew that beforehand. But thank you for letting me know. But yes, I know that you need to use the ice pick and the power plant key to get the others.
I was going to say the ice pick is good for getting that crap off of your windshield in the winter months.
But Tish. Do you have timer balls? No, I do not. Yeah, we'll go back down into Mount Ember. We'll try to catch Moltres. Alright, anything else new in here we can catch? Just another Phantom? It's not unless it randos to a legendary, which we haven't caught. I don't think we've caught any legendaries yet. Oh, a Phanpy, which we already have. Damn it.
Oh. I love the excitement in your voice and like, yay!
Because I want to fuse new stuff that we haven't fused before.
A Fire Tower V says, what do you think are good, I assume it's retcons?
Yeah, good retcons.
I have to think about this, because I know there are some, but I'm having trouble coming up with it.
Rogue and Nightcrawler being the children of Mystique.
That's an interesting one.
Back Tower. What was Moltres doing to create so many phantoms down here?
How many children did you have down here, Moltres?
Okay, a Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff and Phantom.
All right.
I think static randoms are on me. I want to disable for that for a bit because the birds and beasts are part of a post-Elite 4 quest line.
I'm trying to think of good recons. Like, I know there are some.
Retcons.
Oh, yeah. Good recons are when you consider the area you're going to invade later.
Hey!
Darn? I don't know.
That being inspired from a bad guy. I don't like that retcon.
Yeah, I'm gonna hard pass on that one.
All right, so Wigglytuff and Phantump, we will fuse those later after we turn in the quest. That's a cute Wigglytuff sprite. Aw, you little sleepy one.
Wow.
Very
He just
happy
is
one.
like a beanbag chair.
Maybe we'll just stick with this one.
Yeah. Long dear Wigglytuff, cute Wigglytuff.
Oh yeah, Vampiric Dark Dragon makes a good point. Maybe save before the birds just in case they're randomized.
I intend to. Thing is, I don't mind if we can't do the quest because like it's not like we're gonna be fusing these things with other things. I'm not dedicated to following a quest line because like the game is programmed this way and we'll figure out a way to get the birds later if we have to. The existence of Davros, it's hard to call that a retcon. Although I suppose, yeah, because of course the dialogues don't mention Davros. They just mention the general picture. But I get what you're saying. Are you going to triple fusion the birds yourself? No! Because I've seen the bird fusing with each other. They don't look all that great.
Batman's hatred of rock and roll.
Okay, can I just say right now, what you did there with Batman and Captain America was fantastic with the... What do you think of VHS tapes?
I'm not really fond of them. My brother! Okay, it's become Swampert!
Wow.
And we never caught the sucker.
We've never caught a
never
Swampert.
Oh,
And of course I do it with Bobby, who I cannot paralyze the thing with now, and it's ground type, which would be really super effective, so I can't keep him in.
This. Also, Fan Story V Video Studios says, depending on gender, name fused Phantom Mark or Margaret.
Oh, I get it.
Muddy Waters probably did a lot more than I was expecting. Rock Tomb is not gonna hurt it.
I'm still trying to think of a good retcon that I know there are some stuff that I'm aware of. I can't think of anything.
Well,
I kind of like
being a part of his body.
I kind of like Mortal Kombat 9, where like the plot is the retcon. That was interestingly done.
This thing actually did surprisingly a decent amount of damage to Bonesaw.
Because yeah, Wolverine's claws weren't originally part of his body; they were in the gloves.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a good point.
That's
Mr. Freeze's origin story,
Oh, that's a good retcon. That works.
because he was just some guy in like the old show.
Yeah.
Oh, great. It hurts itself, too. Okay. I'm going to start chucking balls.
Clockwork Soul's up. Bonesaw, sponsored by Brisk Lemonade. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jim Gordon had it in a daughter, because originally they never mentioned the barber when Jim Gordon was around. She got added in later.
Who?
Barbara Gordon was originally in the comics. When they first introduced Jim Gordon, he originally was only revealed to have a son.
Oh.
Yep. There's a cave, so dusk balls work. That's true.
So,
But we don't need it.
Babs was actually a retcon.
All right, so we can fuse with the legendary birds together since they're randomized.
Yep.
So we'll grab all three, I think, and we'll figure out what we got to do from there. Some of these sprites are interesting, but like I think I just like the base level one here.
Still my favorite Gen 3 starter.
All right, right, well, let's go back out again, and we will take care of the whatchamacallit, the Phantump one, then we'll go catch another bird.
Just remember, we can fuse wherever we want. You don't have to go to a Pokemon Center.
Yep. Alright, let us fly back to Goldenrod. Barbara Gordon trans confirmed. Cute, but no, they just explained that Gordon has both a son and daughter, and the son turned into a psychopath.
I was gonna say they did something. Okay, so it turns out this is retroactively not the same thing, but I was gonna say, like, deep cut reference. I was gonna say like Anasui from JoJo 6 trans confirmed, because when you first meet, like, I got some people you need to talk to, and you first see Weather Report and Anasui. Anasui is totally drawn as a woman, and then is a guy, like, for the rest of the manga, and you're like, what? And just, like, it's never explained. I guess the artist just changed his mind.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Jennifer
Jennifer,
sit here for a
did I
second.
enjoy the, Jennifer does not enjoy the Mega Swampert Sprite.
Did you find the magic tree stump? Yay, it's the magic tree stump! You can see I was telling the truth, Mommy. I don't believe it. Well, this goes to show that children know more than we think sometimes. Thank you for indulging my daughter's request. Here's a little something for you. It's the least I can do. 5 luminous mosses. I'm assuming that's for berries.
Probably. I just thought of a retcon that almost everyone universally likes. Goku being an alien.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Also Piccolo being an alien.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it, I liked it when I was a demon.
Like, DBZ, like, those first couple of episodes were some of the greatest, like, series of plot twists in rapid succession ever. By the way,
normal
you
grass
have
or
a brother.
Ghost Fairy? I'm leaning towards Ghost Fairy.
Ghost Fairy.
Yeah, I just like, surprise, you're an alien. Surprise, you have a brother. Surprise, he's way the fuck stronger, like, to the point where he one-shots him. Also,
Surprise,
we're killing you.
Goku has
Also,
a
we're taking the kid.
Because that was also a surprise at that point. Goku has a kid.
That's not a retcon, that's just story development.
I know.
Yeah, no, but, like,
There's
yeah,
retcon.
I'm not talking retcon, just, like, one twist after another. By the way, where we're killing you and the villain of Dragon Ball is taking your kid.
For our auto-gen sprite, that ain't terrible.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Basically, the first, like, 3-4 episodes of Dragon Ball Z changed everything about Dragon Ball.
Its
Yeah, I
fur
would have
is
seen
the
Dragon Ball
ultimate in
first.
luxuriousness. Their cries sound like eerie screams.
The funny thing is, I actually did see some of Dragon Ball before I saw Dragon Ball Z, but it was in a bit different way.
Attacks plus special
For example,
defense.
Goku was called Zero.
Yeah, I just thought it was an interesting first set of episodes for Dragon Ball Z, but if I had seen Dragon Ball, that would have completely blown my mind.
A cuddly ghosty that screams.
Yeah.
Casper?
Oh, here's a funny one. Good retcon. Dragon Ball GT didn't happen.
Well, to be fair,
To be
fair.
To be fair.
as Team 4-Star pointed out, Dragon Ball Super takes place before when GT would.
Yes, but Dragon Ball Superhero takes place around the time that End of Z happened.
Okay, so that's fair enough.
That would
All right,
also retroactively negate a lot of GT because there's no blue, there's no god.
Wiggly Shrub, Sirenwood, Twigglybuff is also good.
Wigglybuff is very good.
I do like
and yeah,
Twigglybuff.
GT was not Toriyama.
Yeah.
Twigglybuff.
Now everything Dragon Ball will no longer be Toriyama.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens. I mean, like, you can let Dragon Ball end. It's been, like, 30 years.
Yeah, but I think
30, 40,
Toyotaro's
it's fucking enough.
not invested in it because he's been doing the Dragon Ball manga and working on the anime for, like, what, 10 years now?
Mm.
All right, we did that quest. Where do we want to go? Do we want to go to Seafoam or do you want to go to the power plant? I think power plant's going to be easier to get to because there's still a water route we have to go through in order to get to Seafoam.
Yeah, I think we go to power plant first.
Although, once again, Bobby's not going to be able to paralyze the thing.
Well, it depends on what it turns out to be.
Good point! Well, actually, before that, let's. We're in Goldenrod anyway. Let's go grab some more quick balls. Yeah, and I do have a spare rock ruff I can fuse stuff with.
There you go.
Well, actually, yeah, we got the next. It's the next floor that is Pokeballs.
So I got a couple of similar, like, I don't know if you'd call them retcons rather than redesigns, but like Guts from Berserk in like the very first panel, like the preview panel, this is what you can expect from Berserk, and Alucard in Volume 1 of Hellsing, like they have different attitudes than they get later.
Or is it the other? No, it's the other. It's Celadon that has the quick balls. I hate that quick balls are only available in like the one store.
Yeah.
That is a bizarre decision.
You know, there's one way to describe Berserk more than anything. You just only need one word to describe Berserk.
Violent.
Pain.
Yeah, Celadon, second floor. T-Elite555, post up your super chat.
But yeah, the first panel of Berserk is like, it's Guts having sex with the demon, but then like killing it, like, oh man, he's like Go 13, and they just drop that aspect of him. T-Elite says, technically a retcon, Palpatine no longer being accidentally responsible for Anakin's birth, as in he had nothing to do with it in current canon. Well, good, nor should he have, because that's dumb.
Yeah, but it was canon for like 10 years, which is only
Still dumb.
Still dumb.
Yeah, it's still dumb, but it was canon for like a decade.
Not every Star Wars character needs to know every other Star Wars character. Like, get the hell out of here.
We especially don't need the impregnation aspect of it. Like this, like it's just icky. I know he's the villain, but it's still icky to have that in an all ages franchise.
Oh god, yes. And especially after they were trying to push Raylo during the frickin'...
It's dumb as shit.
Ugh.
Also, I like T-Hybrids. Not a good retcon, but funny. And I'm not reading this word for word, but like the Halloween franchise, where like every sequel just pretends the previous ones didn't happen, except for like Halloween 1.
Hey. I had a feeling we'd be sidetracked. Well, good news, both Seafoam and Power have both the birds and a separate stat encounter for more variety. Plant is easier, in my opinion. Actually, we can get something else here. I know that there's an item. Whoop. Okay, this clearly wasn't supposed to happen there. Magnet Stone. We can evolve certain items with certain Pokemon with that.
Yeah, like, Nosepass.
Yep.
And Magneton.
Yep. So I want to say we have a Magneton. We could evolve with it.
Oh, and Jedi Protector. I don't know if the Predator films necessarily ignore previous sequels. It's just that they're all their own thing.
Okay, we don't have a Rattata.
Ah!
That is kind of funny.
We went all this time without ever getting a Rattata.
Yep.
Yeah, go figure.
Doesn't the grass here count as ever out? Yes, it technically does. So we could go out and get another one.
Oh, and like the Shadow Reaper says, the Magnet Stone.
I am aware.
Daily at midnight.
I am aware the Magnet Stone respawns.
Okay.
Didn't you catch something here before? We might have. I don't recall. I don't think so. 'Cause I don't think we've been over here. I think one of the base Rattatas I think is okay.
We would have gotten the Wild Charge team if we had been over here.
Actually, you know what? This one's cute. I'll keep this one.
Oh,
Yeah, we
and
would have gotten Wild Charge. We
T-Elite
haven't been here yet.
Also, T-Elite says it was that Plagueis and Palpatine's experiment failed and backfired with the Force creating Palpatine in response. That also just kind of feels stupid.
It feels overly complicated. And
Here's
Zorua.
a radical idea. Palpatine's a guy.
Did we never have a? Did we
just
never
fuck
catch a
off.
Zorua?
No, we haven't.
Huh. All right, Zorua and Rattata. Yeah, you have before Rock Tunnel. I think this is a separate route.
Hey, well
What's
done.
his name again? What's his name again? I can't remember his name. What's the name of Zorro?
Zorro.
No, his actual name.
I know. I actually have no idea.
Are you talking about like what it translates to?
No, it's Fox,
No, the
but
guy-
like Zorro's actual name.
The guy who is Zorro, like the Bruce Wayne to Batman.
Yeah.
Don Diego de la Vega?
Yeah, Don Diego de la something. De la Vega, I think you're right.
De la Vega.
Very nice.
We should name it Don Diego.
Well,
Don
let's
Diego?
see what he looks like first, and then we'll decide that.
Yeah.
Out of the night when the dark moon is bright.
I love Zoro.
Yeah, he's really good at wielding 3 swords. Very impressive.
Wrong Zoro.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Ooh, custom sprites for both.
Oh,
Very nice.
I like the dark normal one. I also like the normal dark one. They both look kind of cool from here.
Oh my gosh, we're getting an Alolan Rattata.
SKH is Vito Productions. In the streaming age, looks like we'll only get 10 episode season for Trek, and all have to be the plot. I missed the downtime of 24 episode seasons. You and me both.
Yeah, like as much as people complain about filler, myself included, like it is nice just to see people living their lives. Not everything has to be this critical plot moment.
Yeah, that's the only
Standalone
problem.
episodes are good. They establish a lot of things. It's very how you build lore for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Dark normal looks cool. We thinking dark normal for the one we're gonna go with. I suppose we
think
could do
Dark
a reverser, but still.
Yeah, I do like dark normal. At least from what I get from the shadow.
Either as a custom final evolution. Well, what's the point of giving us as a base level one, but not a final stage one?
That's dumb.
All right. Well, we'll do this one, and then we'll reverse it to get the other one.
Okay.
The Pokemon are being fused.
It's not bad.
Oh, it looks more like Eevee, honestly.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, it does.
Just that hair. To protect themselves from danger, they hide their true identities by transforming into people and Pokemon, even while asleep, and it constantly moves its ears and. Illusion is just gonna, well, yeah, Illusion is better. Lax and Lax, so confirm.
Looking at some of the names: Scarlet Lion,
Attack is better
Joey,
than Leer.
True Rat, Hoser, it's Wheeler.
Ooh, Bite is better than Pursuit, I think, on Fake Tears. Pompadour. All right, let's reverse this and see what the other one looked like.
Pompadour.
His hair gives him special powers.
My voice gives me super strength.
That's awesome.
More like a feral rat, but I both are
It looks
kind of
feral,
goofy,
but I like
but
the
this one is,
position.
I think, is slightly better. Kind of shrewish.
Yeah, it looks feral, but I like the position and color scheme.
A Zotata is cautious in the extreme. To protect themselves from danger, they hide their true identities by transforming into people and Pokemon. Alright, what are we going to nickname this? Oh yeah, we can get infinite splicers now.
Yeah.
But that I think we'll take care of next time.
Kind of like the comment, if the hair gives him special power, should we call him Samson?
Minnesota, Zorata, Shrewd. Shrewd I like. Crystal Rat. Attack Rat. I'm going to go with Shrewd. I like Shrewd. Alright, let's go outside because we can get stuff in the grass too.
Also, there's some static encounters in here as well from, like, touching Pokeballs.
Yep. See if there's anything in the grass that we can get. Yeah, Bobby up front. Yes, we do. Actually, it's Route 10. So, do we already do Route 10?
We did.
Okay, we did Route 10, then never mind.
So there's
I thought we could do
grass
Route
in
10 water, but, like, yeah. Let's face it, it's just going to be more Pawniards.
Yeah.
That's right, the ball. We have the static balls as well.
Yep. Well, we're getting at least 2 more Pokemon here, probably.
Might pop a repel.
Might be for best.
Yeah, let's pop a Repel.
What, don't you want to encounter Rattatas and Zoroas for the rest of the stream? Alright, super repels. There we go. Hey!
Huh, I could
A
use
cell
that for
battery.
myself.
And a Carbos. The total of 4 mons, depending on your rule set, 2 static, 2 ball mons. Yep. That's right, we have both Voltorb and Electrode, so let's see how this works.
Well, there's one of the statics.
Alright, Mime Jr., we've already caught one.
Yeah.
HLJ, hey Linkara, I would be able to catch one of your streams live. Oh, thank you. We've already caught this, so we're going to ignore it. Can't escape.
Wow, it's far too
Oh,
terrifying.
Well, guess it dies then.
It must have like an arena trap or something like that.
Guess it dies then.
So Voltorb / Electrode becomes a Mime Jr.
One thing Mime Jr. has to understand is I'm not locked in here with him. He's locked in with me.
Hey, Max Elixir.
Ooh. And there's the other one. Grand Ball.
So Grand Bull's registering as not caught,
Uh-huh.
but we had K9.
Huh.
Was K9 something we got in the got in a trade?
I believe so, yes.
Or was K9 a Snubble first and we caught that?
I don't remember.
Again, same.
K9 Mark II.
What? How do we leave it up to chat?
No, you named K9 yourself.
Okay.
SKHS says, how many times have you had to remake the not review whiteboard? Also at the top 9, I think, off the list. Will you update the list?
I mean, there's still 8 that we haven't done yet, and it was like 7. It was like 8 we've done, 7 we haven't done yet. It was a Snubble first. It doesn't register if the mon evolves.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Still, we could
Yeah,
technically catch it then because we didn't technically register it in the Pokedex.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Oh, it was a Snubble but got KO'd before evolving. Wow.
Was it a Snubble the whole time?
Yeah, it never evolved into
3
Grand
people were
Ball.
saying
Oh
it was a
wow!
Snubble.
I could have sworn it was a Gramble.
No, it never evolved. Oh shit! I just remembered that.
Huh?
Then you're even more in the clear.
Well,
Ah.
almost caught your dad.
Yeah, that saves time.
Sometimes you just gotta check some balls.
And how many times have I had to remake the not review whiteboard? Only twice. For the Maximum Carnage review and the Marvel vs. DC.
You could
The
have saved some
Airside
time, but
evolved,
it's
not
Maximum
the Snubble.
Carnage video
Huh.
game.
All right, so we got Grand Bowl, so we can fuse that with something. But I must learn Thunder, but yeah, Thunder, like, the accuracy is bad. Thunderbolt is better.
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening.
If it's not 100% accurate, it's 50% accurate.
Unless there's some god-given way that, like, you're given an item to increase the accuracy of an attack or something.
I'm just doing this.
Fire Tower says, I found out why people mistake Shadow for Sonic. There was supposed to be a different character called Terios the Hedgehog, and he looks more like Sonic.
Nah.
I mean, maybe that's true, but Shadow looks like Sonic. Like, his silhouette is identical. Like, up
This was supposed
close,
to
you
be a
can
TM,
tell
wasn't it?
he's jet black with red streaks, but, like, the silhouette are the same thing.
No!
That's amazing. If Humpty Dumpty were a Pokemon, like, that's great.
I've seen this before in the playthrough, but it never gets old.
That's awesome.
Wow.
It's like asshole Humpty Dumpty from Alice Through the Looking Glass.
I'm not catching it because our rule is to only catch single form, but like, oh me, oh my.
That's so good.
I think I told the story before, but like the first time I heard about Pokemon and heard like the Poke Rap like for a teaser commercial thing, I swear the phrase "gotta catch 'em all," my brain tricked me into thinking "gotta catch a ball." I'm like, So the purpose of this franchise is to catch round-shaped creatures, but then why? What?
Yeah, none of them look round except for 2.
Exactly.
Well, technically, Jigglypuff is round.
Yep.
I mean, it
From a
is,
certain
but it's
point of
not
view.
literally a ball.
Well, it is if you see it from above.
Yeah, touche.
From a certain point of view.
Hey, a cell battery.
I'm sorry, that'll always be the dumbest thing in the entire anime.
Record, you need the cell batteries to reach Zapdos because you need to power a gate. We need 7 of them. Okay, we got 2. That's 3. That's not Raichu. That's not a fusion. That's Raichu with an unfortunate growth.
That's just how he lives.
Aw. That's depressing.
I love that fisticuffs pose.
Yeah, that's what I chose to go with.
The infamous Mike Manhattan says, if you could pick 3 non-big
4.
2 comic books, non-big 2, like not Marvel, not DC. If you could pick 3 comic books to be adapted by A24, what would you pick? I think they would make a great Mask movie or a Stray Bullets TV show.
Let's see. Let me think for a second. Tom Strong, who is technically DC now, but he didn't start as DC.
I wouldn't mind seeing Usagi Yojimbo.
Same.
Is that an Electrode Voltorb? Yes, it is.
I love that face, like, which one am
Brr.
I? You don't know.
If I...
I'm trying to think. What else would I want? Camelot 3000 I'm kind of leaning towards. I never finished Camelot 3000. I should do that.
That's like the story of that's a Arthurian legend, but just like told in outer space or in the future.
Okay, this is an old poll, and I think it was more of a comic
That's
strip
fine.
than a comic book. The Legend of Prince Valiant.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing a bit of that in the newspaper back in the day. Actually, well, this is a new poll, because
That's 6.
Linkara inspired me to read it through his long box thing, but the Nice House on the Lake.
Oh, Nice House
Oh,
on the
that-
Lake would be
Like,
amazing.
That is so
A24, that is the studio.
Have you read through it all the way?
Well, I think it said the author was supposed to make like a sort of season 2, but I read through season 1.
Yeah, because the first 12 are good enough. I want them to do more of it because goddamn, that was so good.
Yes.
It would have been okay if it had ended there, but wait till you see season 2. I don't know if we need it, but I look forward to seeing it when it happens.
I know one that would really work well with that studio. Die.
Die?
I don't think I know that one.
Okay, Die is a comic that's about people playing a role-playing game, where each of the players represents a different class. Unfortunately, they get sucked into their own game. But when the first issue ends with them returning 10 years later.
And so, Eliza, they already almost have that, except the 10 years later part. It's called the the Jumanji animated series.
No. This is very different.
The D&D animated series.
All right, let's see what the
Very
Static Electabuzz turned into. Gah, 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 gah.
Like, oh god.
Alakazam, which we don't have.
When they return, one of them is missing their arm.
Oh, well, that'll happen when you fuck around in fantasy
This
games.
is
And one
technically
of
bad
them's
for us,
dead.
actually.
One of them
Angry
does
Birds
not
to be able to
return.
resist it. I would use a quick ball, but Bobby is vulnerable to psychic type attacks, so let us just energy ball shouldn't. Yeah. We use psychic because it'll resist it. Ow. Yeah, we'll use psychic. Psychic it should resist even with 20 levels.
And they all have PTSD.
I mean, of course they do. You know what that kind of reminds me of? Because, like, of course, comics don't tend to go into that aspect of going into Fantasyland because that, like, it's a whole different vibe. But it reminds me of the Drakengard video games where your characters are absolute pieces of dog shit, like all of them. And the creator of the game had said it's based on those, like, Dynasty Warriors kind of games where, like, tallies when you get 100 kills, 200 kills. And he's like, if that doesn't drive you insane, then that means you were insane to begin with. It's like, yep, pretty much.
All right, we'll choose what the statics fuse into, just because we have a bunch of them. Fun facts imply this mod was powering the planet, so in your run, Kanto runs on psychic power.
Also, the great thing about Dai
Honestly, I think the default sprite looks good.
is it has a lot of reference to classical literature. Like,
Okay.
For one, Tolkien shows up in one of the comics.
That's off-putting.
During a point where they're in a thing that's like World War II, and not World War II, World War I.
Collected 7 batteries. Where are we supposed to plug in the batteries?
You see those things right there?
What was that?
You see those things down there with the orange tops?
Oh, the yellowish, the marigold tops.
If I remember, you're supposed to... No, it's not that. Maybe it's the thing next there. There it is.
Oh,
battery.
okay. Go find them.
Battery.
Oh, and T-Hybrid, you're not
There's a
familiar with
battery.
the second Dragon Guard. It's not a Yoko Taro game, and I think it's
There's a
largely
battery.
been rendered non-canon, but it's like
Insert a battery.
go like the whole thing with like, oh, get the 4 elements and do the thing, like generic RPG plot. It's precisely what Dragon Guard 1 was satirizing. It's better gameplay, but it's not really worth it. Dragon Guard 1 and 3 are like what they were intended to be.
Yeah. Also, a
When-
lot of it has a lot of Dai has references to the Bronte siblings' juvenilia.
Okay.
Like Glass City is one of the major locations there.
All right, Zapdos has become Magnezone. All right.
Wasn't that what like you had temporarily available in the Safari Zone?
Yup. Then it blew us away, I think, or we killed it. I can't remember which.
It ran away.
Yeah, I
It
think
ran
yeah, it went
away. Hopefully this one won't.
A bizarre enemy.
But basically, Dai is a horror fantasy comic.
I'll try Discharge. That should weaken it without killing it.
And horror fantasy is a genre that just does not get enough love.
Flash Cannon. Good so far. I don't want to
Not
risk
good.
another attack, so this is our chucking balls. I'm going to heal next turn, though, I think. Hey!
Victory!
Squano grew to level 60. Woo! Some of these Magnezone sprites. Just have weird
It's known as a-
proportions on some of them.
I want to see these horseshoe magnets turn into spoons. Or maybe the antenna on top of them will be a spoon.
If we get Magnezone, fuse it with gravel for K9 Mark II.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You know what? I'm down for this. Let's do this.
Alright? And after
Yes,
that, I think
several
they'll need to
fusions
get
right
going.
now.
Yeah, we're gonna call it a night after we do the fusions.
Okay.
All right, Magnezone, fuse, Grand Bowl, Electric
Oh.
Fairy or Fairy Steel.
Wow.
I think we'll go with Electric Fairy.
Yeah, I want Electric
Yeah.
Fairy because of the look alone. That looks amazing.
Magnezord.
And then we fuse an Alakazam with a Swampert.
My joke doesn't work well enough, I don't think, but I'm thinking like concave, like concave. Wow.
Awesome. That's awesome.
That's
Magnaball.
really awesome.
I just realized something. We created a thing that should not be able to logically exist.
It has it's a particularly well-developed lower jaw. 3 units generate magnetism.
You know, that actually makes sense for that picture.
Can I be knocked out with 1 hit? Sturdy. So sturdy would be good. Boost speed. Yeah, we're going with sturdy. Attack minus special attack. I think neutral better because I think we gotta have a good special attack.
He looks
Yeah.
like a Zelda boss. Yeah, he does.
Think about it. We just made a fairy dog that's also part steel.
That's fine. Everything's fine.
Technically, it should be hurting itself just by existing.
Yep.
It's a Dodongo.
Discharge is going to be better than Rage.
Everything's better than Rage.
Yeah.
Ooh, K9 Volt. That's pretty good.
Ooh.
No. We're going with the Doctor Who reference. We're going K9 Mark II.
All right. Yeah, I see K9 V2, Dino Mutt. A lot of these are
Got
really
a
good.
K9 MK2.
All right, so Swampert and Alakazam we're going to fuse.
Alakazam with anything seems like it would be a very fun fusion.
Psychic Ground or Psychic Water? Okay, we got options here. Water Psychic or Psychic Ground? So I don't.
Second one, holy shit.
I kind of like the look of the Psychic Ground.
All right, I'm gonna
what
go
is
Water
that?
Psychic first, and then we'll reverse it because I want to see
Right.
both of these.
That looks like a giant spoon on the right one. I'm very curious.
Oh yes.
So what is the non-Alakazam Pokemon called?
Swampert.
Swampert.
Swampert?
It's the Gen 3 water starter.
So like Alaka Swamp. That's not bad.
Swamp
Mostly
Kazam ain't
colors,
terrible.
but that's not... Swamp Kazam.
Psychic Ground is a bad typing. Why is it a bad typing?
The amount of weaknesses it has.
Nah. But the move set.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Has strong psychic abilities and high intelligence, and Swamp Kazam's muscles are very weak. It swims as fast as a jet ski.
And that's with weak muscles. Imagine it at full power.
Torrent, Synchronize would be better. Neutral nature, plus speed, minus special attack. No, we want the neutral, cause
Yeah.
Rocks. Okay, now we get Rock Slide.
Wait, do these moves matter? Because you're still gonna unfuse and refuse, right?
I'm gonna do a reverser. Samuel
Okay.
Weathering, could you say this is an tone? Hello and welcome to Atop the Fourth Wall, where bad comics burn. Then on the ending, in hell. Hello,
An angry venomous stone.
hello and welcome to Atop the Fourth Wall, where bad comics burn. In hell.
Wow, that's like the amount of venom you have for like PSA Hell Month.
No, I actually like PSA hell. Kind of
But the
thing.
way
You know,
you
a really
introduce it,
bad
like, it's time for
PSA.
PSA.
Like that, Marville is the kind of venom you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Puddle Glum, that's a good name too. Toadspole,
Oh.
Bee Killer.
I like Puddle Glum.
Puddle Glum.
I gotta
Mud
see what
Skipper
this
is also a good name.
I'm so excited about the big one.
Oh wow,
Oh god, I love that.
That's pretty sweet.
that's pretty damn cool, especially with the
Just
giant
throwing
spoon.
spoons around.
Oh my gosh, it kind of looks like a Mystic from Dark Crystal, honestly.
The
Yeah.
mud
You
sign
know what?
Pokemon.
You're right. You're right.
If it senses the approach of a storm and a tidal wave, it protects its seaside nest by piling up boulders and uses psychic power to move its body.
Jeez. Yeah, he's like an old mountain hermit.
Alright, what are we naming this one? What the hell is that? It's beautiful. That's what it is.
Spoon.
I still say Puddle Glum.
I can eat all the soup. Spoonpert. Always the big spoon.
I was gonna say the spoony one, but I don't know if that's a good idea.
Spoontail, Dr. Spoon Evil, Puddle Glum. I do still like Puddle Glum. My spoon is too big!
Spoony Bard.
Spoony Bar, it's not bad. Mystic Puddle Glum. Spoon Swamp. I think I'm just gonna go with Puddle Glum.
Superman.
Spoonper Man.
That's adorable.
Utensil Rex. Alright, well. I'm using a skip
Ladle of the
yeah,
Lake.
I
That's
think.
damn good.
What was that?
Ladle of the Lake.
Ladle of the Lake. That is pretty good. Alright. Well, that was it for today. We'll be back with next week where we will catch Articuno. Bring us over to... Oh, not Mount Ember. I need to go to Cinnabar.
Yeah.
But yeah, we accomplished a lot today.
You beat a Chimera.
Beat a Chimera that killed half of our team. Fortunately, of course, like I said, Nuzlocke rule suspended makes our lives a lot easier for unfair fights like that.
Oh, amen.
There is no Dana, only Spoon.
What a lovely singing voice you have.
All right, I want to thank my wonderful guests, Lotus Prince,
Yeah, thank you for having me. And on my own channel, I'll be streaming tomorrow night, Suicode and Tactics, and I'm currently uploading a 100% run of Chrono Trigger DS.
Nice. Minspy.
That was fun.
Eliza.
I'll be here recovering in the hospital still. Got several weeks left to go.
Xandru.
If you're in the mood to see me try to figure out Helldiver 2, check me out on Twitch at 12 p.m. Pacific time.
And of course,
yeah.
RNGesus, who had to leave us earlier. Thank you all once again for joining us. Remember to buy some Atop the Fourth Wall merchandise at the Atop Fourth Wall store envy, or the Teespring, or some of the DVDs. I'm going to make a merchandise guide video because I have so many different places to buy stuff. Thank you all. Keep an eye out for the Mr. T and the T-Force review. I've started scripting that. I should hopefully get that out sooner than the Marvel vs. DC one. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the night.
Bye, peoples.
Good
Bye.
night.